Welcome to Jimmy de Ville's Garage and the Barn Find Fergie project. In this series, my good friend Gav and I are going to be attempting to bring back to life a 1953 Ferguson TEF tractor. This old machine has languished in a hedge for over 31 years and its condition is rough. In fact, it's so bad I'm not even sure it's savable. But we're going to try. We're going to make do and mend. We're going to fabricate and engineer. Okay, it's on to episode 1. And in the words of Queen Elizabeth I, it's off with its head. I have to confess that I've found a certain love for the decay on this tractor. I mean, just look at that oxide, that rust, that moss. It has a beauty of its own, although at the moment a non-functioning beauty. And I think by bringing this back to life, its beauty will grow yet bigger and stronger. So, to the rusty old bolts, we bid you good day. It's finally time to start in on the Barn Find Fergie project. Yes, here we go. We've got to pick where we're going to start, Gav.
It's got to be the engine, Jimmy. Who knows what's in there? Water, rust, all sorts.
Yeah, the engine really is the beating heart of this project. So if that doesn't run, there's no point going any further. I've actually been round, Gav, and I've been using this, BDX. Thanks to the guys at BDX for sending me this. It's a penetrating oil, and I've soaked all the bolts. But these bolts are horrific. Some of them literally crumble away in your fingers.
Yeah, I'm going to be using a bit of heat as well, I think, Jimmy.
Yeah, we're also going to be using a whole load of this, and no doubt there's going to be some choice words. So first job on this Barn Find Fergie project is having a little look at this engine. Here we go. Are you nervous?
Yeah.
This is going to be bad.
So job 1 is going to be removing tank, radiator and any of this pipe work that's going to get in the way of us removing the head. This pipe needs removing, but I don't think we can save this one.
Have a little lift up. Oh yes. Yeah?
Oh, hang on.
No, hang on. You got a line there.
Yeah. She's going to break, but the thread is coming out okay. So we look like we might.
That's the fuel tank off, rather smoothly, dare I say it. And we'll be seeing if we can refurbish it later on in the series.
Let's go.
Yep. That's the radiator off, and it's definitely in need of some love. Time to get back to those rusty bolts. I have been slightly surprised about how easily these nuts coming undone. I mean, this one is on an alley manifold. It's been on there for donkey's years, and it's coming undone all right. The problems lie when the nuts are so corroded we can't actually get the spanners on them. And then it's taking a little bit of either loads of heat and mole grips, there's mole grips on there, or we've had to cut 2 off on the radiator. But look at that, that's just unbolting. How are you getting on over there, Gav?
After I've had a go at these injectors and got these out, hopefully, I think I'm going to tackle the rocker cover.
The grim reality is, if the inside of this engine is too heavily corroded, this project just won't be viable. Fingers crossed, that's not what we find. Go on. Yes. Hello. First peek inside. Lovely. Not all things always go to plan. It's starting to look like the injectors that deliver the all-important fuel to the engine don't want to be separated from the head. Gentle persuasion
However, I think we might be better off leaving those well alone till we get the head off.
They're not playing?
No.
Gently, gently. You thinking leave them on?
Leave them on.
Well, on this side, inlet manifold, I'm one bolt away and it's coming off. So this side, things are happening.
Sod's law. The exhaust manifold is preventing me from removing the inlet manifold. Time to bring the heat.
That was the nut coming off. That's off. Exhaust manifold off.
The inlet manifold is fighting us all the way to the line. Time for a little bit of gentle persuasion. Will victory be ours? Finally, and that's everything off the head.
That is nearly all of the ancillaries off the engine. There is only 4 little bits we didn't manage to get off, and those are, Gav.
So the diesel injectors, they're a bit sticky. We've got the nuts and some of the studs out, but we don't want to force them out at this point, so we'll leave them in place for now.
Yeah, so these 4 little munchkins are going to stay there. Once we've got the head off, we're going to spend a little bit more time getting those off carefully. Right, next, it's time to get the rocker box off, have a look inside at that, first little look inside the engine, and then we're going to take off the head, and that's going to allow us to see the state of the valve seats and the pistons. So it's time to have a little look inside, Gav.
Yeah, definitely.
Come on then, bets on, or what do you reckon is going to be in there?
Rust.
Rust. And I tell you now, I reckon we're going to find a mouse house, because there are clear signs that something has been living inside this engine. Oh, lovely.
Oh, hello.
That noise of joy. So there they are, the rockers, which haven't seen the light of day for over 30 years. And what a glorious sight. Just a couple of valves look like they've got knackered in old springs, but apart from that, the gunge has kept them well preserved. It's time to press on and get this head ready for the off. So it's out with the push rods, keeping them in order using an old numbered piece of card. Gav, always a stickler for detail, undoing the head bolts in the Ferguson specified order. We're almost ready to lift the head off and take our first look at the piston.
On the top, not too bad.
Yeah.
Underneath though?
Who knows? There looks a lot of...
Yeah, this is worrying, because clearly something has been nesting inside this engine. It's gone in through the air intake and it's come out and in, and you can see there's actually debris going into the engine. So the only way we're going to find out what it's actually looking like in there, a little tappy. Go on. Yeah. Come around here. That's going. Yeah.
Oh, alright.
It's coming. I've got fingers underneath it. Don't drop it now.
Right.
Ready?
Hang on, mate. Let me ditch this hammer.
Just drop it. Yeah, one away.
Who's up there?
Yeah. Come on, good girl. This is
Okay, faster.
Oh, that's that's had a bit of a go on. Oh yeah. Oh.
That is not as bad. as I thought it was going to be.
So there's some. That's not too bad in there.
It's not too bad.
So there's only this valve open a little bit and this valve open a little bit, and both of these cylinders have a fair bit of crud in them, but these two looking pretty clean. There's something. Oh, what is that? It's full of a white powder. There's what? Yeah.
I'm quite pleased with that.
That's going to clean up, I reckon, Gav.
Yeah, that is okay.
Right, well, let's get this head off. You got. It's a good. Yeah. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
After a good clean up, the head should be totally salvageable.
That's the top half of the engine stripped off. Stripped off? Is that the saying? Stripped off? That's the top half of the engine stripped down, which really was our goal for this episode. We still have one task left to do. But tell you what, Gav, this wasn't in as bad a condition as I was expecting.
No, much better than I thought we were going to find in there.
Yeah, except for maybe this cylinder, which appears to be full of what I can only imagine is some sort of insect detritus.
Yeah.
So in the next episode, we're going to be working on the bottom half of the engine, and we're really hoping that we're going to get these pistons moving again. To help us do that, we're going to leave them soaking in diesel. But we have noticed that there is water coming out of the dipstick, and we've obviously got this rubbish in here. So we're going to clean these cylinders out. We're also going to drop the fluids and then pour in diesel to leave them soaking. And that is all we're going to probably do this week.
Yeah.
So last job, have a clean up and get these pistons soaking.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Who's getting the insect detritus out of there?
Oh, that'd be me with that.
I thought you were going to say me. That's you, right? Yeah. Gav's getting the insect detritus out of there. I'll get you a straw, Gav. Well done.
If anyone knows what's going on with this clear watery liquid followed by the oil with no rust or grime, we would love to know. Please leave a comment below. That's good old red diesel we're pouring into the cylinders. We're going to leave it soaking for about a week, and the hope is that its oily mixture is going to help free up the pistons, so in the next episode we can get them moving again. What do you like soaking your pistons in? We're going to give the crank a little drink of red diesel too.
Sadly, that's the end of episode 1 of the Barn Find Fergie project, but I think you'll agree that head is in better condition than we were expecting. Join us again in episode 2 when we'll be seeing if that diesel has helped free up the pistons and we can get them moving again. Until then, please leave your comments down below. We would love to hear from you. And if you've liked what you've seen, hit subscribe. Until next time, happy tractoring, and we'll catch you later. How just bad it is in there. I've just done it again, Gav. I've started waffling nonsense.
And all sorts of detritus.
Who knows? Detritus. If we're using words like detritus, we know it's going to be bad. Oh, what's that big sigh for? If you like what you've seen, hit subscribe.
They actually went a lot better than we were.
Yeah. In the meantime, I've forgotten what I'm going to say. How was that for you, big boy?
Yeah, not too bad. Thinking I'm going to move over to the other side and have a look at the manifolds.
I'm doing that. You did.
He calls me his little piggy piggies. I call him my thingy jiggy. When I ask him for a kiss, yeah, I can hear his voice. something like this.